It is November 19th today. It is the third to last day of archery here in PA. And it is my second to last day. I only got today and Friday to hunt. So, we're gonna go out to where I was Monday morning and hope to see something. My brother was out yesterday. He saw a small doe, not really anything else. So I unfortunately don't really expect to see a whole lot. And I'm like, I'm really debating, but I'm like this close to, if I see that small doe, just popping her. Because she shows up almost every time we go out there. She's not really the smartest, but she's also not really the biggest. So that's why it's kind of like a, I don't know, situation. We're gonna be going out there, sitting on the ground, probably seeing a whole lot of nothing, other than, you know, squirrels and birds, the norm. Yeah. So I'll see you there.
We're set up at the kind of bottom of a hollow, and about 40 yards in front of me is where all the deer seem to come from. The wind blowing towards us right now, so we have good wind for it. So I'm hoping good wind, good placement, with some briars in front of me, as well as the wind, rain we had last night. Hopefully that comes together to give us a giant deer, or really just a deer in general. But regardless, I'll update you as I see anything.
Last day of archery. It is Friday, the 21st of November, here in the semi-mediocre state of PA. Yeah, last day of archery. I'm gonna go sit out on the edge of a fence by a field and hope I see a deer. I've seen a bunch of deer in this field. I spooked about 8 deer in this field the other day because it was like closing light. I was walking out. There was no way to avoid them. And they were all 80 yards from me. So I couldn't do anything about it. I'm going to sit on the edge of a fence behind some brush. Hopefully a deer comes. Hopefully I shoot a deer. Who knows? I don't know, man. I'm ready for this week to be over. Next week's my Thanksgiving break. I can't wait. A full week of not doing school. It's going to be wonderful. But until then, I have a deer to kill.
In this spot, I don't expect to see anything before 4:30 at the earliest. So, chances are there won't be many, if any, updates. But I mean, here's to hoping that we see and get something. Today is also kind of like a initial test of some clothing I bought. I bought a set of clothing from a place called HuntWorth. I bought their like heavyweight archery gear called Warren, and then I bought, you know, a light sweatshirt and a pair of heavy gloves. So I'm kind of wearing the gloves just to see how they perform, whether or not they're actually warm. And then I'm wearing this, you know, light sweatshirt to see how it compares to the one I've been wearing. It's 52 degrees out today, so it's not really like a cold day or a proper day to be testing the gear, but like I said, it's an initial test. And then a week from tomorrow, rifle season starts, and it seems like it's going to be a fairly cold start to rifle season. I think it's at lows in the high 20s, high of like 40 or something like that, which around here that's I guess about average for that time. But then the next week and a half after that is going to be fairly warm again. hoping I'll actually be able to test out this gear and give a review on it once I've hit some cold weather. But after reading, the reviews on HuntWorth, Heat Boost, and whatever else they have, it seems fairly positive, so I'm hoping I have the same experience. Regardless, I'll sit here, sit still, try not to be on my phone, and see if we see any animals.
Alright, so that went just about how I expected it to. We saw a whole lot of nothing. So that's it for regular archery 2025. No deer down. Took one shot at a deer. Missed opportunities on a few. But, it's just how life goes. As for the gear I was trying out, to try out the gloves, I just put the new gloves on my left hand and my thin gloves on my right hand. It was only about, I think the lowest I got down to was about 50 while I was out. My right hand started getting a little chilly. The left hand with the new gloves on it was perfectly fine. So I think those gloves will do well. My hands will probably start getting chilly in the mid to low 40s, but they still have really good dexterity, which is something I like. So I think I'll keep them, try them out for a little bit longer, hopefully see how they do next week when it's cold. And then as for the hoodie, I think it's the men's Harrison hoodie or something. It kind of honestly underperformed for what I thought it was going to. When I bought it, the listing made it seem like it was warm, it was good. It didn't give a good temperature range like most of the stuff does, but just from the description, I assumed it was a fairly warm hoodie. It would replace my current hoodie that I wear, and the hoodie that I wear currently is just like a brown American Eagle one. It's not like a hunting hoodie or anything like that. So I expect this thing to perform at about the same level as that, if not a little bit better. But unfortunately, it was a little bit worse. By the end of the night, again, still hot. It was only 50. Well, 50 and cloudy, but still. By the end of the night, I was chilly. I could have put on my jacket to be warm. And the only reason I didn't is because I knew I only had 20 minutes till daylight ended. So it definitely underperformed, and then I'm hoping to be able to try out. I bought bibs and a jacket that I'm hoping to be able to try out from them. But I guess we'll see how that goes. I won't be able to fully try them out till rifle, which I'll try to be making more videos about during rifle and stuff like that. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys whenever we start rifle hunting.